What's up, y'all? Boy Flash speaks back for another video, man. I just got finished eating one of the best cheeseburgers, a smash burger I ever had in my life, man. You know what I mean? If you know anything about Philly, if you down here in South Philly on Snyder Ave, it's a spot right on Snyder and Carlisle. They make a smash burger deluxe. Come on, man, that thing is really, really crazy. You know what I mean? And I should get paid for that right there. But that joint was so good, I had to tell the world about that. That's like a top 5 burger I ever had right there, man. Ain't even had to put no ketchup on that joint. They got some type of sauce on there, bro. Come on, man. But anyway, I made sure I finished the food first. So you bougie people who don't like to see dudes eating, you know what I mean, while they talking to you or you find it disrespectful, I wanted to make sure I don't get all the money and offend y'all. All right, so anyway, man, what brought me to this here point was I'm surfing social media and I'm reading about the Chicago Sky right now, right? First off, another trade happens. This time is Aaliyah Edwards. Very quality player who was like a top 5 pick last season, who I seen play, you know, a little bit of Connecticut with pacebackers and all that, but mostly like last year, even against Angel Reese, she was like one of the toughest opponents I seen Angel Reese go up against. Like, she got a bag in the post, like everything. A little bit of defense. I wouldn't say she's a stopper, but quality player, man. Got a nice post in the bag, bag in the post and everything, right? I like Aaliyah Edwards. But to see she got traded for J.C. Sheldon, who, I mean, to me is almost a bum, like for real. You know what I mean? I like J.C. Sheldon as far as like her attitude and all that, the dog mentality she got, but she ain't no game changer. She ain't doing nothing. To me, this ain't even equal. You know what I'm saying? And so now Connecticut trying to rebuild that team. They got Nisa Morrow over there. You got some veterans in Mabry and all that, and now you add in Aaliyah Edwards. You know, I'm surprised like either Dallas didn't go make a move for her. You know what I mean? Pair her back up with Paige Backers. That's what I'd have done. They able to take her for J.C. Sheldon. You probably could have traded Isaiah James or one of them, or Quinterly, or heck, maybe even Enrique if you're really trying to move her. Got me thinking they really ain't trying to move Enrique. They're trying to make that work, which I don't have a problem with. You know what I mean? But you definitely could have got Aaliyah Edwards. You know what I'm saying? And you probably could have got a pick too along with that for Enrique. Somebody like that. And then Enrique could be over there, you know, in Washington balling. I think that'd be good, unless Washington don't want her. I don't know. I was just thinking of ways to get, you know, Paige some help over there, you know, with a familiar face. But at any rate, Chicago Sky still not making no moves. Either Jeff P ain't got no chips to work with, or he don't know what he's doing. I think it's a combination of both of those things, to be honest with you. But this is what brought my attention here. I'm reading that there's articles out there, right, talking about like what's going on backstage or back in the locker room with Chicago. And one of the things I'm hearing, y'all, is there's an issue. First of all, Angel Reese is frustrated. That should be. Shit, I'm frustrated. I'm not even on the team. I just want good for the team, and I'm frustrated. And man, people I know frustrated. So obviously, she I would imagine she's frustrated. You know what I mean? She got teammates who shouldn't be in the league, as far as I'm concerned. I don't care what nobody say. And I'm hearing you got coaches like on the staff. I don't know who specifically that be cussing players out. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. And players getting tired of like coaches doing all this kind of stuff. So you mean to tell me that the organization, I got a couple things to say about that. So first, you got an organization, right, that's out there trying to so-called clean up the image and all that. We're going to get rid of Teaspoon, right? And we're going to bring in Tyler Marsh, you know what I'm saying, this old clean-cut, you know, quiet guy who church mouse listening to everybody, supposedly. And then you bring in, you know what I mean, the girl from Atlanta and all these different coaches and all that, right? You mean to tell me they backstage on some ghetto type shit, like cussing at players and being reckless and all that? Now, no, mind you, I understand what happens on losing teams, like when you losing and all that, and things start falling apart. These types of things do happen. You know what I mean? Because it takes a lot of mental fortitude and strength to be on a losing team. Because when teams losing, that means people about to be losing jobs. You know what I mean? Start from the top to the bottom, and as they say, the poop flows downstream. So it's always gonna come from the top all the way down. I understand all that, mind you. But my thing is this: like, where is the self-accountability on the part of management, coaches, and so on? Like, that ain't gonna work because, like, listen, players are out there, they grown folk. And a lot of players coming from winning organizations like Camilla, coming from championship organizations in college. You got Angel Reese coming from championship programs in college. You know what I'm saying? And you got Ariel Atkins who won a chip herself, right? So what I'm saying is, you got players who know what a good thing look like, what organization look like, what functionality looks like, right? You got this, then you come with this cheesy ass organization that really got lucky in 2021 or whatever when they won that title. You know what I mean? Because you had my girl, you know what I mean, Aaliyah Copper, who be eating these smash burgers from down here. You know what I'm saying? She got that, you know what I mean, that Philly blood up in her. Make sure she win y'all one. And you got hater ass, all-time great Candace Parker, who did her thing and whatever, right? So y'all was able to win that. But by and large, from what I'm seeing and from what I've heard, the Chicago Sky's a cheesy ass organization. Like, they're just like not thorough. They don't have their stuff together. They just basically trash. So a big part of the reason why we ain't got nobody, right? And what I'm saying is the audacity to be trash, to be unorganized, to not know how to put together an organization, to be completely just dysfunctional, and to be cussing people out and all this kind of stuff, man. Like, who you cussing at, nigga? Like, you need to learn, especially if it's Tyler Marsh. You need to learn how to, like, first of all, y'all hypocrites, because y'all up here acting like y'all gonna clean up the image of the team and all that kind of stuff. Y'all gonna clean the image up of the team. You're gonna get rid of all these so-called bad actors and thugs or whatever the hell the propaganda was as far as last year's team. And you're gonna bring in all these little church mouses and all of that. And then you mean to tell me you backstage acting all hood and ghetto and cussing people out and being all unprofessional and all that kind of stuff? This is what we got going on. Listen, man, if you want to build an organization that's going to be clean cut and going to be respectful and all that kind of stuff, you got to start from the top. You know what I mean? The owner got to be a respectful dude. The CEO got to be respectful. The damn GM got to be respectful. He got to reciprocate that. He got to bring in coaches that are respectful. Everybody got to be respectful in order to have a respectful team that's on the court. If you're going to be acting crazy in the background and all that, that stuff is going to manifest itself on the court. That's what's going to end up happening. So, first of all, I don't like the hypocrisy. That's the first problem I have with it. And the second problem is, it's like, who are you? You're not good at your job. If you suck at your job, if Tyler Marsh, if you don't know that a lineup with Rachel Banham, Allen, and Kia Nurse is going to get smoked every single time you put it on the floor. Like, if you don't know that basic thing, if you don't see what's happening every single time, and you watching film, and I'm not even watching film, I'm just watching the games as they come, like, who are you to yell at anybody about anything? If anything, you need to be getting yelled at. You need to be getting grilled. Somebody needs to be grilling Tyler Marsh on what he's doing in these damn lineups. Like, you know how many times I've seen the Chicago Sky, like, get off to a nice little start. Either they got a tie game, or sometimes they have a lead. This was a couple of times against a couple of teams. You got a nice little lead in the first quarter. Then in the second quarter, you go with the death lineup, which is the lineup that's going to kill him. That's Banham, Allen, and Nurse. As soon as I see that lineup in there, I know the other team about to go on a run. And it happens every time. Then the other team just go on this crazy 10-0 run. I've seen 15-2 runs. All types of stuff like that. And he just keeps doing it. Even in the last game we played, he just keep doing it. He'll take Ariel Atkins out and Angel Reese out at the same time, right? They have bums in there. And mind you, the other team will have like their top players in there. And he running backups against their starters and stuff like that. This dude is just don't know what he's doing at all. Like, I'm talking about basic things that I can do just playing 2K that I'm not going to just mess up on. This is the type of stuff my man not even doing. So, who is he to be cussing somebody out if he in fact doing that? Like, I'm trying to imagine, bro. You gully like that, bro? Like, for real? Like, you all you doing on the camera is just fake? And you back there cussing people out? Or you letting people cuss people out? You know what I mean? Like, yo, if you a coach that done won something, that did something that got some bones, then that's different. But how you gonna be a bum and you cussing somebody else out? And you better not be cussing, and you probably cussing out my little Van Lift. You know what I mean? You can't be cussing at Haley Van Lift, man. Van Lift probably gonna go, you know what I mean, in the corner and probably cry, feel all bad about herself, man. You know what I mean? And I know they ain't cussing at no damn Angel Reese, though. I already know that. Angel Reese been like, you know what I mean? Angel Reese probably feel like, shit, I'm about to be 1 foot out the door anyway. See, but I already know what's happening with Angel Reese. This is what you got to understand. Angel Reese has that flaw that all Tauruses have. And she has that loyalty flaw. That's the problem. Like us, we loyal to like a fault. So what happens is, right now, y'all fucking with her loyalty. That's what y'all doing. Y'all really testing her loyalty down to the 10th power. You know what I'm saying? And even when it comes to like, see, we the type of people, man, that when we engaged in battle, like we gonna battle. Like if we're a captain of a ship, you know how the old saying go, you go down with the ship. We the type of mob efforts that's gonna go down with the ship. And I understand that about Angel Reese. I get it. You know what I mean? We got the same Tarian flaw that I got. We're gonna go down with the ship. Even if we know everybody else around us is trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how many times in my life, like, and I'm just helping y'all to understand what's going on with Angel Reese, because I think I can see it. You know how many times in my life, right, I have friends, you know what I mean, who like really ain't no good for me. Like, he just be a friend though, but for whatever reason I take a liking to this dude. But he the type of dude that goes and he just starts fights. You know what I mean? He starts fights that he know that he can't win. Why? Because he know he can call me, and he know I'm gonna come over there, you know what I mean, with these hands, and I'm gonna handle the situation. This is not bragging on me, but I'm just saying this is a fact. Like with some of my friends, they just know. Like I come over, ain't no questions asked. It's just gonna be, you know what I mean? You know, bop, 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 bop. Like one of them guys, right? So, and I'm not, this isn't what it is now, but I'm just saying there was a time. So, my point is, I have friends who would do stuff like that, right? You getting yourself in a situation, I'm the one locked up, he home somewhere, right? Because I'm the action guy, and he not. What I'm saying is, Angel Reese is like that similarly on the team. Like, she will go out there and play, even in games where she probably hurt. You know what I mean? She playing anyway. She trying to be patient with these motherfuckers because she's like the type to not like want to give up real quick. She'll really like stick in there with motherfuckers who she shouldn't. She'll try to big up people that she shouldn't. She'll cover up for like dudes like Jeff P and dudes like Tyler Marsh and all that when she shouldn't. That's what's happening. But what's gonna happen is, just like with anything, there's a time limit on that stuff, man. There's a time limit on that stuff. She know who she is, and there's a couple of other things that's going on. She got a mother that's smart. She got handlers. She got people that's smart who thinking about branding. And at the end of the day, losing is bad for business. That's what Chicago got to understand. Losing is bad for business. And she also got people like Shaq, who's say whatever you want to say about Shaq. When it comes to business, Shaq is a master businessman. So you know she got Shaq in her ear, like, listen, man, don't be sitting here going through this. And we already know what happened with Shaq over there in Orlando. Now, there's different versions. I'm sure it's a little bit of different story because Shaq was successful actually in Orlando. But my point is, Shaq will tell you, you know what I mean, leave a damn team if it ain't working out for you. And I'm just saying, like, right now we're starting to hear like little rumblings about Angel Reese is frustrated. You know what I mean? Might be ready to roll up out of there. And like, listen, I wouldn't be shocked if that's what ends up happening, man. This is where I feel like what it is right now. I don't think it's gonna be no trade by the deadline and all that, right? I don't believe that, but I think it's like this, man. I got her giving these efforts like one more year. Like, one more year. That's it. Like, if next year they don't bring in some real ballers, they don't have a real team in here with some depth, with a real chance to compete, I think she'd be like, look, I'm taking my talents elsewhere. That's what I got happening, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, this is unacceptable, man. Like, how y'all cussing people out and y'all suck at y'all job? Like, what are we doing? Everybody suck from what I'm seeing. Jeff P, you don't bring it. How you gonna bring in bums and then you cussing out bums? Bro, like, they're bums. Like, I don't care how many times you cuss at Rachel Bannum, she's not gonna be great. I don't care how many times you cuss at Nia Nurse. Nia Nurse gonna be Nia Nurse. That's just what it is. Like, you're gonna cuss out Rebecca Allen. What's that gonna do? She's just gonna be Rebecca Allen. She just is what it is, bro. Like, what are we doing? And I know damn well you ain't cussing ain't no Angel Reese, no Camila Cardoso, none of that. Cardoso probably be them back smack. Like, Cardoso, she's like one of them real quiet people. She a Taurus too. You know what I mean? And it's that other side. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a reason why the Taurus is the bull. You know, real calm, cool people. But once you get them to that other side, you know what I mean? And the bull come out, bro. That bull ain't gonna be stopped. You feel what I'm saying? And I got Camila Cardoso on that type of time where I can't see she just being yelled at like that, like, and it working. Now, if I put it like this, I think Dawn Staley probably could have yelled at Camila, something like that. But see, Dawn a Taurus too. I know this is crazy, a lot of Tauruses and all that, right? But Dawn, you know what I mean? See, this is the thing. This is how it works, right? When you can yell at somebody. You able to yell at somebody in two situations. You know what I mean? But in the third, you can't. You can yell at somebody in a situation where the person you're yelling at knows that it's love. Like, if you first establish love, like say it like a teaspoon, establish love first with Angel. You see what I'm saying? Once you establish love, then when a person yell at you, you know it's more like it's with good intentions. You see what I'm saying? So something like that probably could work. You know what I mean? I don't see no love between Tyler Marsh and Angel. I don't see no love between Jeff P and Angel. I don't see no love between them other coaching staff and Angel Reese like that, like you saw Easy with last year. So I don't see that. And the other situation where you can yell at somebody is if you's a winner. Like, you's a winner. You know what I mean? Like Popovich. He could yell at Tim Duncan. Probably because it was love there too. But also, Pop know what he doing. He gonna win. You know what I'm saying? You can't be, but what I'm saying, you can't be not knowing how to establish real love. Number one. I don't think Angel Reese really trusts these jokers like that. You know what I mean? She making snake in the grass comments after what happened with Spoon. So something ain't, you know what I mean? Something ain't in the water. Something ain't too clean in the water. A little bit of poison there. And then number two, you know what I'm saying? If you incompetent at your job, you don't know how to bring in good players, you know what I'm saying? Or if your coaches don't really know how to coach players, they ain't really developing nobody, you're not doing nothing. Like, bro, all that yelling ain't gonna mean nothing. They just gonna yell back, nigga, like, get good at your job before you come over here. Like, make sure your house is in order before you come check my house out. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big part of what I think is happening right now in Chicago. It looks like it's a clown show, bro. Not like the clown show that's going on like in Indiana. That's different. That's craziness. This here is about incompetence. It's about incompetence, man. Like, you can't even get no damn good players like up in here. Like, there's not a sufficient amount of good players up in here, man. You know what I mean? And then y'all want to be yelling at people and all that kind of stuff. Like, bro, like, y'all about to this about to be a house of cards that's about to fall, bro. I can see them losing Angel, losing Camilla, and all that. And like Chicago Sky fans, man, with the exception of a couple of my brothers, like Bro Claude and others, man, who know I ain't talking about. But some of y'all that's like so patient and understanding with this organization and all that, like, I think y'all need to change that up, man, and learn how to take a page out of Philly fans who gonna put pressure on the owner, gonna put pressure on the coaching staff, who gonna put pressure. Like Doc Rivers, he couldn't stand it here. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to be held accountable up in this joint. We don't just sit back and be patient. And that was with Doc Rivers, the guy who had somewhat of a track record. Tyler Marsh, he been a guy eaten alive in these streets over here. Like, I don't really know what it is, like, what y'all doing. Like, why y'all think everything is just cool? No. Everything can change in the New York minute. Yeah. That's what can happen. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like the way these articles are sounding. I don't like none of that, man. I think it's straight up one is gonna go down to this. I think Angel Reese giving these jokers one more season. They don't build a team, they don't make the playoffs or whatever, bruh, I think she's gonna be trying to get up out of this joint. And hey, that's just the way I'm seeing it, man. Let me know what y'all think, bro. I get with y'all later. Peace out.